Betrayed. Chris demands Matt return Amy's land. Matt arrested and fined $1.1 million. Hello, welcome back to USA Series Spoiler Update. Please subscribe now. By Roloff Insider News Desk. August 15th, 2025, Hillsboro, Oregon. The morning sun had barely touched the sprawling fields of Hillsboro when the news broke. Matt Roloff, patriarch of the Roloff family, had been arrested on charges stemming from a bitter land dispute with his ex-wife's husband, Chris Merrick. The spark? A single demand from Chris: return Amy's land or face the consequences. According to court records obtained by Roloff Insider, the dispute centered around a 6-acre parcel of farmland on the north edge of Roloff Farms. The property, once part of Amy Roloff's share during the couple's divorce settlement in 2016, had allegedly been sold back to Matt under a good-faith agreement. Chris now claims Matt violated that deal. Neighbors reported a tense scene just days before the arrest. Chris pulled up in his truck, slammed the door, and marched straight to Matt's office. One eyewitness told us. I couldn't hear what they said, but it looked like it could turn physical. You could feel the tension in the air. The land at the heart of the war. To understand the firestorm, you have to know the land's history. This particular acreage wasn't just dirt and grass. It was Amy's sanctuary after her painful divorce from Matt. She planted wildflowers there, hosted summer picnics, and even built a small red barn for charity events. When Amy sold it back to Matt in 2020, it was under the condition he maintain the spirit of the land, meaning no commercial development, no destruction of the gardens, and no resale to outside parties. But in late 2024, documents surfaced showing Matt had leased the property to a vineyard developer who bulldozed Amy's wildflowers within weeks. Chris reportedly found out when he drove by and saw heavy equipment tearing up the field. He betrayed us, Chris said in a statement outside Washington County Courthouse. This wasn't just business. This was personal. Amy's memories, her peace gone. The arrest. The arrest itself was nothing short of a spectacle. On August 13th, Hillsboro police, acting on a judge's warrant, arrived at Roloff Farms at 6:42 a.m. Matt was reportedly in the kitchen making coffee when officers knocked on the door. Matt Roloff, you are under arrest for fraud, breach of contract, and willful destruction of protected property, an officer allegedly read aloud. Karen Chandler, Matt's fiancée, watched in shock as Matt was handcuffed and led to a patrol car. It's all been blown out of proportion, Karen told reporters. Matt's not a criminal. This is Chris stirring the pot. The arrest made immediate national headlines, with TMZ, People, and Entertainment Tonight running the story within hours. Courtroom fireworks. The trial began just 3 days later, drawing dozens of local residents and a swarm of media crews. Inside, Chris and Amy sat side by side at the plaintiff's table, a rare united front since Amy's remarriage. I'm not here to punish Matt, Amy told the judge. I just want the land restored, and I want accountability for what was lost. Matt's defense attorney argued the sale agreement was vague and that spirit of the land was not a legally enforceable term. But the prosecution came armed with emails and text messages showing Matt acknowledging the restriction and even mocking it in private messages to Karen. One message, dated September 2023, read, Amy's Fairy Meadow? Please. It'll be a wine-tasting patio by spring. Gasps echoed through the courtroom as the text was read aloud. The $1.1 million verdict. On August 14th, the jury delivered a stunning verdict. Matt Roloff was guilty on all counts. The court ordered him to return full ownership of the 6-acre parcel to Amy Roloff within 30 days. Pay $1.1 million in damages to cover emotional distress, lost charitable income, and restoration of the destroyed land. Perform 100 hours of community service, ironically, at a local botanical garden. Chris, visibly emotional, said the decision was justice served. Amy wept quietly, clutching Chris's hand. Matt left the courthouse without speaking to reporters, his face pale and tight. Karen shielded him from cameras as they climbed into a waiting SUV. Fallout at Roloff Farms. The impact of the verdict rippled quickly through the Roloff family. Zach Roloff publicly supported his mom and Chris, calling Matt's actions heartless. Jeremy Roloff took the more neutral stance, urging family unity over legal battles. Jacob Roloff posted a cryptic Instagram story showing a bulldozer with the caption, "Some things can't be rebuilt." Tour bookings at Roloff Farms reportedly dropped by 40% in just 2 days, with several guests requesting refunds, saying they didn't want to support a dishonest operation. What's next for Matt? Legal experts say Matt could appeal, but the ruling strength, backed by explicit messages, makes overturning it unlikely. If he fails to pay the $1.1 million, the court may seize other portions of Roloff Farms to satisfy the judgment. Sources close to the family say Matt is considering selling his main farmhouse to cover costs. Meanwhile, Chris and Amy have announced plans to restore the land to its former glory, including replanting wildflowers and reopening the small red barn for community charity events. "This is about healing," Amy said. "Not just for the land, but for everyone this hurt." Public reaction. Fans of Little People Big World are divided. Some blame Chris for escalating the feud, while others see Matt's downfall as long overdue. Social media has been ablaze with hashtags like Justice for Amy and Free Matt Roloff. One viral TikTok shows a split screen of Matt being arrested and Amy planting flowers, with the caption, "Seasons change. A family changed forever." Whether Matt appeals or complies, the damage to his reputation and the Roloff family's fragile bonds may be irreversible. The once idyllic farm that brought joy to millions is now a battlefield of hurt feelings, broken promises, and public humiliation. And, as one longtime fan commented on Facebook,